Hi there, it's Shar here in the Bliss Body and Soul kitchen. Today we're here making Kitchari. Kitchari is an Ayurvedic, traditional Ayurvedic cleansing food. It's made up of basmati rice, mung dal, and a number of spices mixed with ghee, and I like to add a little bit of fresh ginger. So today we're actually going to make my special recipe of Kitchari. Hope you like it. Very easy to make and tasty as well. So here we have our ingredients for the Kitchari. We have a half a cup of basmati rice. We have 1/2 cup of mung dal, yellow split mung dal. We've got about 2 teaspoons of fresh chopped ginger. We have a little spice mix here that includes a teaspoon of cumin seeds, a 1/2 teaspoon of mustard seeds, yellow mustard seeds, and a teaspoon of coriander seeds. We've got 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, and we have a 1.5 tablespoons of ghee. So we start by mixing the mung dal and the rice together and washing those until the water runs clear. You want to make sure that the starches have been washed off. That will actually help to deliver Kitchari that's a little lighter for you. So you want to make sure you start with that. Next you'll want to put the ghee in a pan, nice sized pot, along with your spice mix. And the spices will start to sizzle. The pan is nice and hot. Spices will start to sizzle, and it's when the seeds start to pop that you know it's going to be time to add your rice and dal mix. So we've got a little popping happening here, and so that is when you go ahead and add the rice and dal mixture. And you can stir that around. I'm going to turn the heat down a little, and I'm just going to mix that around to get the rice and dal nicely mixed and combined with the spices. And then that's around the time that I'll go ahead and add my turmeric. And I will pop in my ginger. Get those nicely mixed. When you're using this for cleansing, I tend to go pretty light on the salt. So I don't actually tend to season it with salt until nearly the end. And then on top of that, we're going to add about 3 cups of water. And you can add water. In fact, sometimes I'll end up adding more water as it starts to cook. You can have all different consistencies of Kitchari. Sometimes you might want some Kitchari that's a little bit softer. Other times you might want Kitchari that's a little drier. So I tend to start with the 3 cups, and then I adjust it as I need to, as the Kitchari is cooking. And then I will cover that with a lid and let that cook. So I'll have it, it'll come to the boil, and once it comes to the boil, I'll lower the heat down and just allow that to simmer. It will probably take somewhere in the order of about ½ an hour for it to cook fully. So I will come back once it starts to, the rice starts to absorb some of that water, and I'll just have a look. Okay, so this is our Kitchari at about 15 minutes in. I took the lid off just to let it boil a little bit without the lid, so you can see that each of the grains are kind of individual. You can see that it's not, this is almost what I would consider to be dry Kitchari. So what I'm going to do, because I want it a little bit softer, but I just wanted to give you a sense for the different stages, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add about another cup of water in there. There we go. And I'm just going to let it cook for a little bit longer. I'm going to turn the heat right down, and I'm just going to mix that all around, and I'm going to put the lid on this time. So I'm going to, since I've added that extra cup, I'm just going to check the consistency, and that is the consistency that I like it. It's a little bit mushy. Some of the grains are still visible and whole. The moong dal is for the most part disintegrated and mixed in, and that would be what I would call completed kitchari. So there you have it. There's your completed kitchari. You can serve that with vegetables, or you can even serve that with stewed fruit in the morning for a breakfast dish. It's delicious, it's light, easy to digest. Enjoy!